Winning within the African American community was not anything new. What made 63 to 66, and specifically 66, so special is that we won in a desegregated basis. And that 66 team probably received more publicity than the teams prior to. So it's important that we understand that sports history. I told Andrew I'm not really a sports historian. I know a little bit about sports, but I think that background is important. Now, Joe, you and I attended Washington Junior High School, which also had a winning basketball team. Okay, you and I were in Mr. Karn's homeroom. I'm trying to remember these facts from way back then. You played for Coach Tisdale. What was it like being on that team with an anticipation of moving to Pearl High School and playing for Coach Cornelius Ridley?
I played 2 years at Washington Junior High School under Coach Tisdale. Most importantly, most people do not know anything about Coach Tisdale. His record was 629 victories with 30 defeats for a 45-year span at Washington Junior High School. But my 2 years at Washington Junior High School, I was teammates with several individuals. From Washington Junior High School, we carried that winning tradition from Washington Junior High School to Pearl High School. Keep in mind what Linda just said. There were a lot of individuals who had a winning record before we got to Pearl. And some of those individuals, some of you may have heard of: Ronnie Lawson, Victor Rouse, Leslie Hunter, and I'm gonna name a few others. Henry Watkins, who played at Tennessee State, Jesse Rucker, Raymond Sweat, Thomas Brown, Fred Kelly, and Johnny Petway. All of these individuals played prior to the success of the 66 basketball team. Now, what's so important about the 66 basketball team? 4 of the starting 5 played at Washington Junior High School. So we had a relationship that we played throughout the year at Bethlehem Center, Watkins Park, Hadley Park, and at Tennessee State during the summer. But we had a relationship and we knew how to play with one another during that time. Now, Perry Wallace joined up with us my sophomore year at Pearl High School. Pearl was on the winning track at that time. We had Perry, Walter Fisher, Jimmy Douglas, and Theodore McLean, and I round out the top 5. But let me tell you something else that a lot of individuals today, and Linda, you may not know this either, but that entire team, 8 members of that team are Hall of Famers here in the Nashville athletic program, Nashville Public Schools athletic program. And I can name all of them. Coach Black, assistant coach; James Armstrong, assistant coach; Cornelius Ridley, head coach; and Perry Wallace, Walter Fisher, Jimmy Douglas, Theodore McLean, and myself. The whole starting 5 in the Hall of Fame here in Nashville, and 8 out of the 13 members of that team.
From that 50s era, Ronnie Scott Lawson is also in that.
Right.
What was it like playing for Coach Ridley? How did Coach Ridley you all were already sort of molded into a team. And Perry, how did he mold you into a team?
Well, Coach Ridley, if any one of you knew Coach Ridley was Coach Ridley. And you had to listen to Coach Ridley. And he was a one-man show, and you had to listen. But there's one thing about Coach Ridley. He understood young people. He coached with the talent that he had. Most importantly, he had a plan for everyone. And the difference between